Hey, hello, hello. How are you? Come on in, come on in. Come on. Let's do some dosage calculations. Why am I so big? Let's make it a little smaller. Hey, there we go. Let's see here. Here's some stuff queued up. Hello. Mm-mm. Where's my thingy thing? Hey, how you doing? Let's do some dosage calculations so we won't kill our patients. Oh goodness. Hi, good evening on a Friday night. If you think you can solve this, put the answer in the chat. Or at least put a one. Say I can solve it. If you don't think you can solve it, put a two. Let's see how we can figure it out. I'm Narcy, a blessed RN, and I help thousands of students to pass dosage calculations. I think this little girl done messed with my microphone. Oh, yeah, she did. Mm-mm-mm. Let's turn this up a tick. There we go. Alrighty. If you think you can solve this problem, let's solve it. We're going to use dimensional analysis, okay? And you're like, dimensional analysis? Yes, dimensional analysis. If you think that desired over half is the easiest way in school, you are greatly mistaken. Desired over half will have you think you can solve the world's problems, and then the world come and dump all on your head, okay? Dimensional is a little difficult to learn for some people, but once you get it, you got it, and you can solve absolutely everything. It's a handful of problems that you need formulas for, but for everything else, dimensionals got you. Okay, so the physician orders an infusion of potassium chloride over 4 hours. The potassium chloride is in 250 milliliters of solution. At what rate should the pump be set in milliliters per hour? So what I am going to be looking for is milliliters per hour. This is my goal. So I want my equation to have milliliters at the top and hours at the bottom. Okay. So what is my volume? Because we got some extra little fluff in here. No, we don't. It's pretty much straight to the point, right? 250 mLs. What is my infusion time? It says it needs to be given over 4 hours. So I'm going to put it over 4 hours. Lo and behold, that is the answer to the question. Okay, so we'll do 250 divided by 4, which is going to equal 62.5. If we round it to the nearest whole number, then our answer will be 63 milliliters per hour. You thought it was 4 times 60. Freedom. Why did you think it was 4 times 60? Let's figure this out. To turn it into minutes. All right, so listen. You got the right train of thought because you're thinking about drops per minute. But look at what the question asked for this time. It asks for milliliter per hour. You only give that question what that question wants. So we wanted milliliters on the top and hours on the bottom. So this time we don't have to times it by the 60 to get the 60 minutes, okay? Use your goal. And see, that's the problem. A lot of people aren't getting the answers right because you want to give it what you want to give it. You got to give it what the question wants. That's it. What it say? Feed me, Simo. And you wanted blood, right? You got to give it what it wants. And that's it. Nothing more and nothing less. All right, let's do something else. Oh, revert it. All right. A patient is receiving IV infusion of drug Z currently at a rate of 35 milliliters per hour. The patient weighs 66 kilograms. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I appreciate the rose. The concentration of drug Z is 250 mgs per 500 milliliters of normal saline. How many micrograms per kilogram per minute is the patient receiving of drug Z? So, if you think that you can solve this problem, put a 1 in the chat. Thank y'all for liking the lives. We still woke up in here. I appreciate it. If you don't think you can solve this problem, put a 2 in the chat. 1, yes I can. 2, nah, bro. Okay, and you can be honest. This is a safe space here. Okay. I see a lot of twos. Okay, so nobody don't think they can solve it. All right, I'm gonna show you. Just like we picked out information from that last one, we're gonna pick out information from this one, and it's gonna be easy peasy puzzle, peasy squeezy, all that jazz. Okay, so what's the goal? What is the goal? What are we looking for? We are looking for microgram per kilogram per minute. Okay, so my goal will be microgram per kilogram per minute. Okay. So what's together is united in holy matrimony. It stays together. Okay. So if it's slash something or per something or in something, that's the wedding ring word. And that means that they stay together. What is it? Man and wife, right? So what are my pairs? This is paired. It goes on its own piece. This is single. So keep it by itself. It's not ready to mingle. It's single as a Pringle. Hey, Kevin, the nurses are coming. How are you, my guy? It's been a week, bro. It's been a week. I need you to send some good timber up on this Good Friday because Jesus, take the wheel. So this is my happy place. So I'm going to decompress with y'all if that's okay. Can I decompress with y'all and show you how to do some dosage? All right. So my last puzzle piece is 250 milligrams per 500 milliliters. All right. So how are we going to set this problem up? We don't know what the heck we're looking for, what the heck is going on, but yes, we do. Because we're going to piece this together like solving a puzzle, okay? So the way that you're going to do dimensional analysis is you're going to always start with this top goal, okay? The top goal. So do we have micrograms in the building? No, we do not. But we have its cousin, the milligrams, right? So my rule is you start with that top goal. So we're going to start with it. We'll do 1,000 micrograms is 1 milligram. Now we can use this puzzle piece because what's on the bottom has to go to the top to cancel out. Our goal, our objective is to get rid of all of the units except for micrograms on the top, kilograms and minutes on the bottom. And it's going to be like piecing together a puzzle, okay? So I'll put my 250 milligrams over 500 milliliters, all right? I cross out my milligrams. Now, how do I know what's next? I look right here at the bottom. Is milliliter on the bottom of our goal? Nope. So it's got to go, right? So I'll use my 35 milliliters per hour, and I'll cross out my milliliters. Now I look at the bottom. Hour is at the bottom. I need minute, and I know that I can convert hours into minutes. Well, minutes into hours, right? So 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Hours cancels out, and now boom, I got the second goal. So I got the first goal because that's what I started with. I got goal number 2. So the only thing that's left to get is the kilograms on the bottom. So I have a puzzle piece with my kilograms in it. Where am I going to put it at? Am I going to put it on the top, or am I going to put it on the bottom? Y'all let me know. Where do you think it should go according to the goal? Because that's Simon. That's what Simon says. Where are we putting our kilograms? On top or on the bottom? Capricornian. Yes. Alicia Wiley. Yes. Kimmy. Yes. Exactly. Boom. So now guess what? I've got all of my goals in the prospective places, and my puzzle is complete. So now I can multiply all of my numbers across the top, get a number. Multiply all of my numbers across the bottom, get a number. Then I'll divide the top by the bottom, and that'll be my answer. See? And y'all thought y'all couldn't solve it. That was easy, wasn't it? Yeah. And this is one of the harder ones, and y'all doing it. You better do it. All right, so 1,000 times 250 times 35 divided by, look at that big old number. It's a big old number. Keep it inside the calculator. So I'm going to do the calculator trick. I do all of my numbers across the top and hit multiply in between. Once I finish with that top line, I hit divide. I don't hit equals, I hit divide. And then, boom, I put in all my numbers on the bottom and I hit divide in between those. So 500 divided by 60 divided by 66 equals 4.41919191919. This doesn't tell me how to round, so I'm just going to leave it at 4.4 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Y'all got any questions on this part? This was a toughie, but we did it with dimensional analysis and little to no math skills. So if you're trying to think, if you're starting school, like how many of y'all are in school? I introduced myself. Y'all let me know. You are in program, LPN, Bridge, Associate, BSN. What are you doing? Accelerated? Or are you starting? If you're trying to figure out how do I do dosage calculations and which method is going to be the best for me. If you're not good at math, you saw how I only did one computation, and that was multiplication and division at the end, right? We didn't use not nan bit of math logic to do this. We just kept what was together and we married them, right? And they were on their own little puzzle piece, and we just pieced it together by using the units. And that's how you can do most of all of your dosage calculations problems. Boom. Bridge, semester 1, again. Okay, the nurses are coming. The nurses are coming. Accelerated, Ham Mercy, send positive energy. Absolutely. LPN to BSN, accelerated, BSN. How do you determine that kilogram was on the bottom? Turquoise, aqua, blue. Look at this right here. You see that? That is your goal. That's what the question is asking for, so that's what we're going to give it. Where did the goal tell you to put it? Is it on the top or is it on the bottom? It's on the bottom, right? So that's where you put it. So that's how we do all the problems. Wherever the goal tells us to put the units, that's where they need to end up. And that's how you get the right answer. Thank you for the rose, Alicia. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Roy. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the likes. Okay. Y'all want to do some more? Okay, let's do it. Hey, oh, let's do it. Oh, all right, let's do this. Boom. Alrighty. So we have the provider orders drug X, 250 milligrams and 500 milliliters of D. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Appreciate it. Of D5W to infuse over 2 hours. TID. The drop factor is 20 drops per milliliter. Calculate the number of drops per minute to infuse the ordered dose. All right, y'all. So tell me what it wants. All right, what's the goal? What are we looking for? What's the goal? What are we looking for? Before I bust out my Drew Hill, my old Drew Hill. Our goal, number of drops per minute, right? So we want drops on the top. We want minutes on the bottom. All right, so listen up. There are two ways you give an IV. One is on a pump. The other is via gravity, okay? On a pump, it's going to say milliliter per hour. Via gravity, it's going to say drops per minute. So this is a gravity set. You know that because it's going to give you a drop factor, okay? So that's going to be a puzzle piece. Boom, 20 drops per milliliter. Now, what is your volume to be infused? What's your volume? Volume is liters and milliliters, right? All right. The real Nike, I don't want to say that because it sounds like something else. But yes, 500. Alrighty. So then, what is your infusion time? Okay. Lantra, hey sugar, how are you? What's your infusion time? 2 hours, right? Because it said to infuse over 2 hours. Absolutely. So guess what we do not need? This right here is absolutely fluff. Wait a minute. Why don't you put the milligrams in there? Because they don't belong. Throw them in the garbage. Boom. So those 250 milligrams are in that 500 milliliters of D5W. So they're swimming around, they're dissolved in it. So when you give the liquid, is it the medicine that's dissolved in the liquid gonna go into the patient's veins as well? We are looking for how fast to give it, how many drops per minute to set on the little drip set. So we don't need anything about milligrams, micrograms, grams. The goal didn't say anything about that. It said what? Volume over time. Okay? All right. So that's how you pick out the fluff. That was gold right there. That was gold. That's what's going to get you through. That's what's going to get you marking through all this other extra stuff. All right. So how are we going to set this up? Remember what I said. We're going to always start with that top goal. Keep your goals first and they're your top priority. Okay. So 20 drops per milliliter. Now I got drops on the top. Boom. I got milliliters on the bottom. I need minutes. So milliliters has got to go, right? So in order to cancel out my milliliters, I need milliliters for the top. So 500 ml over 2 hours. Milliliters cancels out. And now I have hours at the bottom. So I'll do 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. My hours cancels out. And now I have drops on the top and minutes on the bottom. Now you can multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom, divide the top by the bottom. So we'll do 20 times 500 divided by 2 divided by 60 equals 83.333333333. You cannot divide a drop. You either have a drop or not, right? So we're going to round this to the nearest whole number. So if we rounded this to the whole number, what would our answer be? Dusty. That 500, yep, boom. And you got 20, boom. Divided by the 2 hours, boom. That works too. Hello, y'all. I'm an undergrad nursing student. Is organic chemistry important? Okay, so you need to know you need to understand what's going on, but then like you're gonna be breaking down like chemical compounds and such. They require it as a prerequisite, but will you really need it? I can't say. All right. So 83 drops per minute is our answer. Got any questions? Any questions? Lantrell, this week has been a doozy. So, like, I'm getting over COVID. I feel much, much better. Like, I was in bed the other day and I was just like, oh, Lord, life just hit me with a ton of bricks. So, I feel better. It's just been a rough, long week. Y'all want to do some more? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Viv says yes. Hey, I'm Viv. All right. Black Panther, Wakanda. What's up? Oh, thank you. There's some community colleges that say they don't require it. So for some community colleges, you might have classes that they don't require for an associate's, but you'll need for your bachelor's. So that could be one of them. Okay. Which is why I'm questioning myself about it. You just have to see what they require it. And associate's degree, you could absolutely work as a nurse with an associate's degree. The difference between your associate's and your bachelor's is like for more management, for more people managing, for research and PICO questions and community stuff, right? So you can absolutely go to a community college and then get you a job as a nurse. It's just different requirements for different hospitals in different areas. So you want to get your BS and go back. If not, stay as associate. Okay. A nurse is preparing to administer normal saline, 8 milliliters per kilogram, to infuse over 3 hours to a patient who weighs 16 kgs. The nurse should set the IV pump to deliver how many milliliters per hour? Round to the nearest whole number. Okay, y'all. What is my goal? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? What do you want from me? I'm struggling with dosages on drops and hours. Oh, you're welcome, Bill. Alright, we looking for milliliter per hour, right? Boom. This set that I got pulled up, it's just got a whole bunch of IV stuff mixed up. So I said, oh, might as well do it, Alright, cool. So what is together stays together. So I'm gonna write my puzzle pieces to the side, right? So 8 ml over kg. And then it says to infuse over 3 hours. Okay, boom, that's by itself. And then we've got 16 kgs, right? All right, so what are we going to start with? What are we going to start with? Milliliter, right? That's your top goal. Always start with that top goal. So 8 milliliters over kilograms. Okay, so now I got kilograms on the bottom, right? I got kilograms, so I can put them on the top because they're not a part of the goal, so they got to go. And it's by itself. Anything that's by itself, just leave it by itself. Put it over one. That one says I'm single, and this number is at the top. Okay? Now, the last thing is hours. Where do we put the hours? Do we put it on the top or do we put it on the bottom? The top or the bottom? Which one? Y'all are picking it up. Y'all are catching up. Who says you couldn't do dosage or dimensional analysis? Right. So 3 hours will go on the bottom. 3 hours. So now we got milliliter at the top. Boom. Hour at the bottom. Boom. Now you can do your math. Multiply and divide. That's it. That's all the math you need. If you can multiply, divide, add, subtract, you can do this. So 8 times 16 divided by 3. I got 42.6 repeating, and it says to round to the nearest whole number. So it's going to be 43 milliliters per hour. You like it? How y'all feel about this method already? Do you like it? Is it making sense? You like that, huh? That's what you like. Hey, okay. Not gonna start with no boosted tonight. Alright, let's see. What's that? Well, we'll do that too. Cool. Revert. Don't show them the answer. Alright, here we go. Oh, yes. I like how you teach. I hate my professor. Hate is such a strong word. But I understand. It's making sense. And we just met each other. Go ahead, hit this follow button and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel too, y'all. I have a YouTube channel. I usually stream. I was just needing some therapeutic release. I was kind of ticked off because I had made a video about how somebody was like they got medicine for their baby and it was the wrong dose. And people come on here and be like, oh, you don't need to do it. You could just ask the computer or you could just ask the pharmacist. You could ask the doctor, da da da. And then doctor called it in wrong. Pharmacist called it in wrong. Pharmacist filled it wrong twice. And I'm like, see, this is why you need to know how to do this stuff. Okay? All right. So, boom. I'm decompressing now. I'm in my happy place. I'm in dosage land. All right. So a client who weighs 55 kgs is to receive 6 mics per kilogram per minute of dopamine. How many of you want to be ICU nurses? This is your drug right here. Right. You have IV of dopamine 400 milligrams in 250 mLs. D5W. What's the milliliter per hour flow rate that the IV pump should be set? So what are we looking for? Our milliliters per hour, right? Okay. Tell me what you want. Do you have your own dosage? Heck yeah, Viv, I do. I got a ebook and a spiral bound book. It's in the bio. Alrighty. So we got 55 kilograms. And it's just like how I'm doing it with the puzzles. Because when you say you're doing a puzzle versus that you're doing math, don't it sound better? Don't it take some of the sting away from it? Because that's all we doing. It's piecing together puzzle pieces, right? Yeah. Makes it a little bit easy. Makes it a little less. You can breathe and you can actually have fun doing this. Once you get it and you got it good, oh baby, can't tell you nothing. Can't tell you nothing. All right. So now, what are we gonna do to set up our problem? We need milliliters at the top, right? So we got a puzzle piece with milliliters in it. That's this one, right? So we're gonna take it and check this out. Don't let me lose you. Flip it. Put whatever unit that's on the top on the top. Can you do that? You absolutely freaking can. Because they equal to each other. Remember, I said they're married. They belong together. One band, one sound. So one goes, the other goes. So sometimes somebody's on the top, and sometimes the other person's on top. You know what I'm saying? So you can flip them. Okay, it's okay. So 250 ml over 400 milligrams. Now, do we have the milligrams to put on the top? No, we don't. We have micrograms. So this is when your metric conversions comes into play. So since I need what's on the bottom, on the top, I know I'll put my milligrams up here. And I'm converting to micrograms. So 1 milligram is how many micrograms? I look so studious with my glasses. I never hardly even wear my glasses. I'm just looking at myself like, oh Lord. How many? Thank you, Laura. Y'all all need to y'all should have been saying 1,000. That should have just kind of, just spit out your mouth. You need to know your conversions. And this is exactly why. It makes it so much easier for when you're doing your problems. Okay? All right. So 1,000. All right. And then our milligrams are canceled out. So now I've got my micrograms at the bottom. So I got a piece with micrograms in it. So they'll go to the top. kg/minute. Micrograms cancels out. And now I've got my kgs and my minutes at the bottom. I have a puzzle piece with kgs, right? This one. So 55 kg. And remember, it's by itself. So it'll go over 1. And then the last piece is to get minutes to change into hours, right? So 60 minutes equals 1 hour. Boom, boom. Everything is now gone except for milliliters at the top. Bam. Hour at the bottom. Bow bow. You've been consistent. Listen, Bree. I did, I think, 5 dosage sessions today. So I am all dosaged out. But I like it. I don't know. I just have this crazy obsession with it. So here we are. I've been so lonely because I've been having a quarantine all week. And so, like, I feel better. And, it's finals time. And people are starting school too. So I'm like, let me get back out here in nurse land. All right. What method is this called? It's dimensional analysis. But the way that we are doing it is my personalized puzzle piece approach to dimensional analysis, because we solving puzzles. We're not doing math. We're not doing any math. Well, of course, we're about to do math now to like figure it out, but it's not really mathy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't good at math. If you're good at math, put a 1 in the chat. If you're not good at math, put a 2. If you're good, put a 1. If you're not, put a 2. Let me see. Let's see the consensus while I put this into the calculator. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. So 2, 1, 1 ish. King Houston, how you doing, my guy? 2, 1, Moesha, Mo to the E to the. All right. What advice would you give someone if someone's bad, math is bad, but they want to do nursing? Stay right here. Stay right here and study with me. Sit down. Siéntate ahorita. That means sit down right now. And you look at these puzzle pieces. Because I didn't do not a bit of math until now. And you can too. You don't have to be good at math in order to be a nurse. All right. So yeah, Sierra, why not? Amara Jenkins. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you know I'm a dosage tutor, right? All right, so let's round this to the nearest tenth place. 12.37. So 10th place would be the 3. So we go to its neighbor, which is going to be 7. So we'll do 12.4 milliliters per hour. Okay. Do I only teach math? A and P? Nope. I sprinkle and dabble a little other stuff. Well, I'm saying to help pass the entrance HESI. Yeah, okay. I was just checking. I was like, you finna go there? You finna go there? Yes, Rashida, welcome. Alrighty. What's this? Cool. I do a couple more. I'm gonna go to bed. Nah, it's real light here. We keep it light and airy. All right, boom. I'm sitting here right along with these folks. I'm hollering. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the physician orders insulin 0.2 units per kilogram per hour for a patient weighing 77 kgs. The label reads insulin 100 units and 100 mLs. What is the milliliter per hour flow rate? All right, what kind of insulin can you give via IV? What is the only kind of insulin that you can do, that you can give IV? This is your little sprinkle dinkle of pharmacology. Thank you, Candace. 5 gold stars. All right. Regular insulin. All right, so this is asking for us to give milliliters per hour. See, y'all know things. These problems give me a headache just looking at them. Okay. Well, let's put together the puzzle pieces so it'll take some of the sting away, because we're not doing math. We're doing puzzles. Okay. So what's together stays together. Look, Bree, it's late, Bookie. I wasn't finna hold it against you. It ain't that type of deal here. So 0.2 units per kilogram per hour. Okay. And then we got our patient's weight is 77 kgs. And then the medicine is 100 units in 100 ml. Okay. So what's the first puzzle piece? What are we gonna use? What's the rule? Start with that top goal first. milliliters, right? This has milliliters in it. So 100 ml over 100 units. All right. So now we got, So now we've got our units on the bottom. So we need what at the top? Units, right? Because units is nowhere near the goal. So it's got to go. So we'll do 0.2 units per kg / hour. Boom, boom. Your units are gone now. We've got kg and hour. Do we have kgs? We do. Look like we have one right there, right? So 77 kgs. And remember, it's by itself. It'll go over 1. Now look what we have. Milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. Your puzzle is now complete. Who's outside? Okay, 100 times 0.2 times 77 divided by 100. So I got 15.4 milliliters per hour. Did y'all get that? So yes, 77 is already in kgs. So if you got a problem that requires kilograms and your weight is already in kilograms, leave it alone. Don't try to divide it by 2.2. Thank you. It's less chaotic when you think of it like a puzzle. My thoughts exactly. All right. Do you have any notes or anything you can send me for my next test? See, I have a whole workbook, child. A whole workbook. I got a physical book, like that's spiral bound. Ooh, the Alabama came out like real bad. That means I'm tired. Y'all heard that? I said spiral bound. That's spiral bound. And then I got an ebook. It's the same thing. It's just like available for digital download. How would you convert it to units? You mean like if it asks for units per hour? Is that what you're asking me? I have an exam on this Monday. So glad. I'm glad you're here, Warriors, Cars of Beauty. Please, how much is I need it so bad. It's in my bio. It's in my bio. So break it down. I got ADHD. All right, so look. Look. You want what the question wants, okay? Milliliter per hour. What's together stays together. They're married. One band, one sound, whatever. However you need to put it in your mind that what's together stays together, okay? What's by itself is by itself. We're always going to set up our problems by that top goal, this part right here. So you find the puzzle piece that has that unit of measure in it. That would be this one. So you put the 100 milliliters over your 100 units, okay? Then how you tell what's next is you look at the bottom. What's on the bottom has to match this bottom. Units is not hours, so therefore it has to be canceled out. The way that you cancel out your units of measure is what's on the bottom has to be on the top. So our next puzzle piece had to be units to cancel those out. So that was this one. So all of it you put together, they all move together, okay? So then we had kg on the bottom and we had hour on the bottom. The hour could stay, but the kg had to go. So therefore we put it at the top, and anything that's by itself, it's single, right? It's 1. So you put it over 1, and that 1 is kind of like, it's at the top, okay? And then you finally do your math. That's it. You just multiply across the top, you get a number, boom. Multiply across the bottom, you get a number, do-doom. Then you divide the top by the bottom, okay? I know the answer, but why the long math? Shan, it's not long. And so this is dimensional analysis. There are different ways to get answers. If you don't understand what's going on in the question, like most new nursing students don't, because you don't know what the heck is going on because you're not a nurse, right? This is good for you. If you are not really strong at math and don't know how to find exactly what it's looking for, this method is for you. If you are good at math, but you want to make sure that you get the right answer every single time, then this method is good for you. Because you can see if your equation matches the goal, then you know you've got the right answer. If you still got units of measure that's floating around in there and it's not a part of the goal, then you still got some more crossing out to do. Okay? How would you simplify this in real time? So I am going very slowly because this is a teaching session and I'm trying to get y'all to get up on speed. You can crank out some dimensional, okay? Don't be fooled just because I'm lollygagging around. So yeah. And if you were just looking for units, if you were in units, looking for unit, what is going on? Okay, sorry, my dog was behind me going crazy. All right, if this asks for units per hour, then somebody asked like, what if it asks for just units? So you want units on the top and you want hour on the bottom, right? So you start with your 0.2 units per kilogram per hour times your 77 kgs. Your kilograms cross out, and then you got units on the top and hours on the bottom. So you can find whatever it asks for with your puzzle pieces. Okay? So 0.2 times 77 is going to be 15.4 units. Okay? This will be on YouTube. It's not on YouTube right now. It's not. I just had this was my decompression session. I was upset. I made a video and I was like, you know what? I want to do some more. So I'll try to upload it. I'll try to upload it. It's not streaming, like, because usually I stream my session. So like once we get done studying, then you can go right over to my YouTube channel, A Blessed RN, and watch the replay. So I have to upload this one once we get done. No, like in a facility. Bree, I'm not sure if I understand what you're saying. Shan, you're a nurse? What kind of nurse are you? Okay, I understood, but people are asking about the TEAS test and it's time and it makes it easier. This is a fairly efficient way. Like I said, if you don't know math and you don't know what to do, you don't know which parts to pick out, which will take time to try to figure it out, just put your puzzle pieces together. It doesn't take long to say, boom, what's the goal? Ha. What's together? Ha ha ha. What you starting with? The goal. Piece it together, piece it together, piece it together. Use the calculator trick, and then you have your answer. Okay? That's way is pretty fast and easy. Okay, you hated the TEAS test. Okay, I heard that before. I heard that. I know that's right. Okay, what's this? Nurses preparing to administer an IV infusion of 25 milliliters per kilogram of normal saline infusion over 12 hours. The patient weighs 28 kgs. What should a nurse set for milliliter per hour? I love her. You helped me pass. Oh, shoot, you passed. Congratulations. All right, so what is our goal here? What are we looking for? You start nursing school in a month. Hey! Congratulations. We best friends now. Trust me. Trust me. You'll be here. You'll be up in here. Learn your metric conversions. That'll help you. That's the best advice. All right. So we have 25 milliliters per kilogram. We've got 12 hours. And then we've got 28 kgs. Okay. So what are we going to start with? What are we going to start with, y'all? What are we going to start with? Dosage cal is not on the TEAS test. Okay, you telling me that I didn't have to take it. You know I'm old school. I'm seasoned, as Ronnie calls me. I'm seasoned. I've been a nurse for 15 years. So I didn't have to do all of that. I'm sorry. All right, we'll start with our milliliters, right? So 25 ml over kg. Next, we have our kgs, right? Throw them to the top. Throw kgs on it. Just bought a Cadillac. All right, boom. What's the last part? Where does the 12 hours go? Does it go on the top or does it go on the bottom? Mm-hmm. Put it right there. Put your one on top this time. Look what we have. Milliliters on the top. Bam. Hours on the bottom. Bam, bam. Quit making it hard. Don't have to be. Does not have to be. Right? So 25 times 28 divided by 12. It's going to be 58.33333333. Let's say this asked us to round to the nearest whole number. What would our answer be? What if they were to ask for milliliters per minute? Then you would put one last step and you would change your hours into minutes. So 1 hour at the top and 60 minutes at the bottom. Why on the bottom? Because Sash. That's where the goal told me to put it. And you do what the goal tells you to do because that's what the question wants. So wherever the units are, you're trying to get it to match where it is in position of that goal. It may not be on the test, but you have to know how to get through nursing school. Yeah, you need it in your nursing practice too. Because guess who's on a travel contract? It's pretty nice too. It's only about an hour, 45 minutes away from my house. But guess who had to take the dosage calculations and make 100 on it before I started? Guess who was the first one done? Yeah, guess who made 100? All right, so it doesn't go away. It does not go away. It's very, very important, y'all. This is super helpful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Facts, big facts. All right, boom. Let's continue on. I don't want to do that one. We don't do a lot of these. I'm trying to look for a different one. Ooh, it's a drops per minute. Okay. And it's got some extra fluff in it. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay. So a client is receiving 500 milliliters of D5 normal saline with 20 milliequivalents potassium chloride at 100 milliliters per hour. There is no pump available, so the nurse puts the IV on gravity flow using 15 drops per milliliter tubing. What is the drop per minute flow rate? All right. So, what are we looking for here? What are we looking for? What's the goal? It's definitely great that you're here teaching. Oh, thank you, Shan. Look, the nurses is coming. Because, like I said, I'm seasoned. I don't know how much more I got left in me. Knocking on 40 here. Not quite, but well, I'm going to soften it up. I ain't there yet. All right, so we're looking for drops per minute, right? So drops on the top, minutes on the bottom. Okay, so remember, I have to take a test for my travel assignment as well. I know you do. They just ain't gonna let you in there paying you them big bucks without knowing what you're doing. You got to know something, right? So remember how I said, well, if you were here, I said that you give an IV 2 ways, on a pump or via gravity. So when you give an IV, period, you're looking for how fast to give that liquid, okay? So when you have a gravity problem that's drops per minute, we need a drop factor. So what is our drop factor? That. So 15 drops per milliliter. And we also need volume over time. Okay? Remember, volume, milliliter, liter, right? Time, hours, or minutes. Okay? What is the volume in this problem? What is the volume over time? If it's there. Do you see it? By George, you've got it. So 100 milliliters per hour. So guess what's fluff? All numbers aren't created equally. Oh, thank you. Oh, Psych NBCO, how are you? Okay, so that's what we need. So how are we going to do it? Fluff. Yes, fluff. Exactly. Fluff. Big fluff. All right. So what are we gonna start with? If we're looking for drops on the top and milliliters on the bottom. Well, minutes on the bottom. My bad. 15 drops per milliliter, right? Now we got milliliters on the bottom, so I need my milliliters on the top, right? 100 mLs per hour. Milliliters cancels out. Last step, I need minutes. I've got hours. So what I'll do is 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So I can convert my hour into minutes. Now you have the puzzle and it's completed. So do your math. Damn. All right. 15 times 100 divided by 60 is 25 drops per minute. Oh my God, I missed dosage of calculation. No, you didn't. We're still here. I'm still here right now. This is cool how you do this with the screen behind you. Yeah, it's TikTok studio. So you can set up the whole thing, just put, however you writing on it or whatever, or in your camera. Yeah. What does fluff mean? Okay, you must be new here. Hey, I'm Nurse C. It's nice to meet you. So fluff. I have my words and I have my ways. Fluff is all that extra information that's in the problem that's not needed to solve the problem. So it's important for the bedside. It is important for like real life stuff, but you don't need it to solve what we're doing. It's fluff. It's extra. Fluff. I'm old school. I can't do that new way. What new way, Miss Taylor, to you? Volume over time. Oh, that's just the formula. Dimensional analysis is old school too. I'm just saying that we're doing a puzzle. So it'll be less intimidating for those who are scared of. Okay, Adore, it's nice to meet you. Hopefully you'll come and study with me throughout your nursing program. It's coming back now. I'm so happy and thankful for you doing this. I graduated in 2023 and forgot it. Hey, come on, 2023. 2023. Revert. There we go. Math is not my strong suit, but this method is so easy. Say it again for the ones in the back. It's exactly why I do it like this. It's my puzzle piece method. I have a whole workbook that's just like how I'm doing it with over 300 plus problems. I have a YouTube channel. That's got videos broken down just like this for all different types of problems. And then I do my lives on Wednesdays. So this Wednesday coming up, I will not be on live because I have to go to work. And I'll probably be on Tuesday night instead of Wednesday. But you can catch the replay if you miss a part of it on my YouTube channel. Okay. Dimensional analysis wasn't being taught 16 years ago when you was in LPN school. Oh, okay. I need help with microgram per kilogram per minute. Ooh, Juicy. Those are my favorite. Oh my gosh. No, not Juicy. Love Sicily. I don't know where I got Juicy from. Maybe I need to take these glasses off. All right, so nurse is preparing to administer nitroglycerin 50 micrograms per minute by continuous IV infusion. Available is nitroglycerin 25 milligrams and 250 mLs. The nurse should set the IV pump to deliver how many milliliters per hour. You're going to round to the nearest whole number. All right, y'all. You should be in the groove by now. You know what I'm going to ask you. What's our goal? Miss Taylor, you still LPN? Or did you go back to school? I started off as an LPN too. And I've been a nurse for 15 years collectively. So shout out to the LPNs. Shout out to the RNs. Shout out to the LVNs. The nurses, period, because we don't like that. Hey. Alright, so we're looking for milliliters per hour. Okay. So What goes together stays together. All right. So we got 50 micrograms per minute. Then we've got 25 milligrams per 250 ml. Okay. So that dextrose 5%, don't look at that. That's just the name of a solution. That's sugar water. Dextrose and water. Okay. You don't need it. All right. So how are we gonna set this up? Pediatric weight-based K. I got a video on my channel, and I've got two um videos or sessions that I did that were real heavy in peds. They're linked on my link tree, so you can check those out for a whole bunch of ped stuff, because I don't have any queued up for tonight. It's just kind of IV stuff. Hey, thanks for all your content. You're welcome. I passed my dosage with a, oh shoot. Who's calling my phone? That passing grade. Yes, love it. Congratulations. All right, so we're going to start with our 250 ml. Why? Because the ml is on the top, right? So we just flipped it. And it's okay. Don't let it blow your mind that I'm flipping stuff. All right. So now we've got milligrams on the bottom, but this is in micrograms. Can you put a microgram on top of a milligram? Nope, because it's 1,000 times smaller. So therefore, we'll insert our conversion. Okay. So 1 milligram equals 1,000 micrograms. Y'all see what we did there? You said nerp. Exactly. Boom. There you go. So now we can put our 50 micrograms per minute next. Boom. Micrograms cancels out. And now we got to get hour. We've got minute. So 60 minutes equals 1 hour. Boom, 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 boom. Now you can do your math. Who's calling my phone? This doesn't agree. All right, 250 times 50 times 60. Whoa, buddy. Hold on. Don't know what I was pressing. All right. Seriously, what the heck? 250 times 50. All right, times 60 divided by 25 divided by 1,000. It's going to be 30 milliliters per hour. You screaming on the inside. What I do, Joy? Thank y'all for the follow. Oh, I'm at 3K likes. Must be nice. I watched your live the other night before an exam, and it helped so much. Thank you. Hey, how'd you do, Miranda? I'm trusting that you do well. Okay, any questions? Is it coming together? Is it making dimensional analysis easier? The fractions land conversion confused me so much. For real? All you gotta do is just keep them where they're at. So if you got like 3/4, put the 3 on the top and the 4 on the bottom. You see how we like multiply across top, multiply across bottom? Just keep the fractions where they are at. I have a dosage calc on Thursday. So thank you. You're welcome, Isabel. Yes. Much better. Okay, cool. Love it. What is that? Is it Stacy? Is it Husha? I didn't know my 3-year-old knew that song. I was like, who's calling my phone? She said, is it Keisha? I said, no, you do not. You better learn the ABCs. All right. A nurse is preparing to administer clindamycin 250 milligram via intermittent bolus. Oh, big word. Don't let it throw you off, okay? All right. Over 90 minutes. Available is clindamycin, 250 mgs in 250 ml of normal saline. The nurse should set the infusion device to how many milliliters per hour, round to the nearest whole number. Okay. What's the goal? What's the goal? Thank y'all for sharing the live. Thank you for likes and double tapping the screen. I appreciate it. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. Thank you for another rose. I appreciate it. All right. So what are we looking for? Milliliter per hour. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. So, mis estudiantes, escúchame, escúchame. Okay. What? What is the volume? Because there's some fluff up in here, but I'm gonna show you how to get through it. What's the volume? What is the milliliters in here? What are we looking for? Nurse C. Oh, it's another Nurse C. I'm a Nurse C too. And thank you. I appreciate it. Whoa, what did it do to my goal? I did not write that. What's the volume, y'all? You talk to me, I talk back. Whatever T-Pain said, right? Talk to me, I talk back. All right. 250 mLs. What is the infusion time? $90. Don't we have volume over time now? We do. So let's go. Let's go to the question. What's that? Fluff. Don't need it. What's this? Fluff. Don't need it. You see how you use the goal because it's asking for milliliters over hours, right? So volume over time. Pick out your volume. Pick out your infusion time. Make it look like the goal. So we got to turn these minutes into hours, right? So 60 minutes is 1 hour. Boom, boom. You finished. Multiply and divide and walk away in victory, okay? All right. 250 times 60 divided by 90. 166.666. I'm finna make it 167 in Jesus' name. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay? That 250 milligrams is swimming around in those 250 mLs. If you give the liquid, wouldn't the medicine that's swimming around in it be given to the patient too? Do 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 do. Who's calling? This doesn't agree. All right. Yes. So it's fluff. Don't let all that other stuff get you thrown off. And especially this big word, big word. You probably started shaking in your seat. No. It just means that you're giving it intermittent. So you're giving it multiple times, just intermittently. It's not continuously. You're gonna give it, boom. Then you're gonna stop it. You're gonna give it, boom. Right? Bolus. Bolus is big word for one-time administration of a liquid. Okay? Oh my God. You made it so simple. I think I deserve at least 4K likes for that. One time for the person who is getting you through your dosage calculations class. Thank you. All right. It's stuck in my head now, and I said it's gonna be stuck in yours too as we get through these problems. Oh, ooh, this is a big one. Oh, I like it. Oh yeah, we definitely doing this one. We're definitely doing this one. Here you go, Joy Joy. Joy Joy. Oh, thank y'all for the follows. Appreciate it. Thank you for the likes and shares. All right. So listen, a client. I don't never call my patients clients. They're patients. All right. A client weighing 175 pounds is to receive a medication at 1,000 micrograms per kilogram per minute. The pharmacy sends you the solution of the medication mixed 500 milligrams per 250 milliliters. D5W. And an administration set that delivers 15 drops per milliliter. Woo! What is the drop per minute flow rate to administer the prescribed dose? All right, so I gotta ask one time for the one time. If you can solve this problem, or you think you can, put a 1. If not, put a 2. And it's okay. This is a very safe, you see, this is a very safe place, okay? Okay? It's very safe. We're not going to talk about you. We're not going to put you out. Okay. 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1. Okay, Danya. Okay. All right, 2s. I'm scared to take. See, now you got to go out the classroom and come back in because you said the S word. Scared and fear and afraid. All that stuff is not allowed here because we are doing puzzles. Okay? We're not doing math. There is nothing scary about puzzles. It's a puzzle. Okay? All right, so listen. Let's set it up. What is this question asking for me to give it? What's it asking for? What's asking for? What is the goal? All right, what's the goal? Drop per minute. Make sure you get it all, African beauty. Make sure you, when y'all are looking for this goal, make sure you get all of it, okay? So drops per minute. Okay, very well. Let's put together, and what's by itself. So we're going to put our puzzle pieces on the side, okay? Let's do 175 pounds. Okay, that's by itself. And then we got 1,000 micrograms per kilogram per hour. And then we've got 500 milligrams slash 250 ml. Okay. And then we've got 15 drops per milliliter. All right. Okay. So, how are we going to start it off? It's going to blow your mind how easy this is going to be. Because we're going to do it the same way that we've been doing all the rest of these problems. Okay? Tanya, put that weight down. Put it down. Put it down. You too, African beauty. We're doing one problem, one computation. We're going to let our equation do all of our work for us, okay? I'm going to show you how. So, we start with, boom, the drops on the top, okay? So, 15 drops per milliliter, okay? Milliliter is on the bottom, so I need milliliters on the top. So that's this puzzle piece. So we use that one. That's got my milliliters in it. Remember, I flipped them so that my milliliters are on the top, okay? Boom. Now I've got milligrams on the bottom. I need milligrams on the top, but I don't have milligrams. I got micrograms, right? So 1 milligram equals 1,000 micrograms. That's our conversion. Boom, boom. Now I can use my microgram puzzle piece, right? 1,000 micrograms per kilogram per hour. Cancels out. Boom. Now we got kilograms and hours at the bottom. My patient's weight is in pounds. This is how your equation is going to work for you, okay? Andrea, exactly. It's like stoichiometry. So 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds, right? Boom. Then I can put my 175 pounds up there. Boom. And then the last puzzle piece is hour. I need minutes. So I'm going to do 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 1 hour over 60 minutes. Boom, boom. There you go. Who's calling my phone? This puzzle piece. Now you can do your multiplication and your division. Is it Stacy? All right, boom. 15. It was a monster, but you asked for it. Times 250. I just gave you what you asked for. Times 1,000. Don't blame me. 175. Divide. Look at that big old number. Keep that in the calculator. What? Keep that in the calculator. Do the calculator trick, okay? And then divide 500. Divide 1,000. Look, we already getting smaller, right? Keep going. Divide 2.2. Divide 60. I got 9.94. And remember, we cannot divide a drop. So therefore, we're going to have to round it to the nearest whole number. So if I got 9.94, what is my final answer? 10. All that to just say we're doing 10 drops per minute. I know, right? Wild. This was a weight-based and a drops per minute question kind of all mushed together. But look at what we did. That. This was on my exam and I was lost. Now, all of a sudden, I can do it like, yes. I need to know exactly what you're multiplying or dividing. Okay, so once you get your equation to look like your goal, we multiply all of our numbers across the top. You get a number. Then you multiply all of your numbers across the bottom. You get another number. Then you divide the top by the bottom. Okay? I don't like writing all those zeros because we know that a zero can change your answer greatly. It can make it real, real big or it can make it real, real, real small. So I do what's called, well, I have gained the calculator trick. So I multiply all of my numbers across the top. And once I get done, I hit divide. I don't hit equals, I hit divide. And then I put in all of my numbers across the bottom, but I hit divide on the bottom. So multiply, 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 multiply across the top, divide, 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 divide across the bottom, hit the equal sign one time, and you get your answer without having to stop and write down those long zeros and all that jazz. I need to practice this. I have an exam in 4 weeks. Oh, God's gift, you got time. And you're welcome. But 500 divided by 250 isn't the same as 250 divided by 500, is it? Tyler, no, it's not. But this is not a fraction. These are things that are equal or relative to each other. Okay? So 500 milligrams is in 250 mLs. And 250 mLs has 500 milligrams in it. Okay? So that's why I said the things that are together, they're one now. They are one puzzle piece. So therefore, you can flip them and it doesn't change. Yeah, it doesn't change the value of it. Yeah. Wait. I'm still a senior in high. Hey, LJB. I'm still a senior in high school, and I'm so ready for this course because AP Chem taught me. What? Heck yeah. You sure did learn it. So thank you. I have my first dosage exam this Friday. You got this, West Coast. Though. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mess up. Okay. Another. Enjoy. I think you all got addicted to it. I take my healthy map Tuesday and I'm still struggling. No. How are you using dimensional analysis? When y'all say HESI, I kind of be wondering, like, is it entrance HESI or T's or like what is it? Like, I'm old school. I've been a nurse for 15 years, y'all. Okay, but seriously, I've been a nurse for 15 years, so I didn't have to take like the entrance exams and all that jazz. So I just had to do ACT and my prereqs, and that was it. You know? So like when y'all say HESI, like are you talking about exit HESI or entrance or T? Like I don't know. So y'all have to fill me in. Craig, can you fill me in? A patient receiving drug L via IV continuous infusion at 2 milligrams per minute. The order is to increase the rate to 4 milligrams per minute. Drug L is available as 100 mgs per 250 mLs in D5W. How many milliliters per hour should the infusion pump be set to achieve the new rate? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is what's called a titration problem. Titrate is going to simply mean to change the rate, okay? Don't let all these big words freak you out, man. It's simple stuff. Alright? So, if the continuous infusion is already being given to the patient at 2 milligrams per minute, but the doctor says we need to change it to 4, what this got to do with it? Not a god doggone thing. We need to figure out this, right? So our goal Boom. Milliliter per hour, right? Because that's what it asks for. We've got 4 milligrams per minute that we want to give our patient. All right. The medicine is 100 milligrams in 250 milliliters of dextrose 5 in water. That's what D5W is. Okay. How are we going to set this up? I take HESIs every term in my LVM program. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ours is a HESI over dosage calc for the end of the term. Okay, okay. Finals coming up in 2 weeks. You got to get a 100. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. As per teacher, if we miss a calculation, we kill a person. I'm sorry. Okay then. So 100 is a must. I'm not laughing at killing patients, y'all, but like some people doing extreme. Like, okay, all right. I'm still doing nursing prereqs, but I'm already so Tori. You came in here cussing. Don't be coming in my live cussing. We don't say the S word. We don't say the F word. We're not scared. We're not fearing. We're not afraid. It is just a puzzle. As you see tonight, we have simplified one of the hardest things in nursing school and made it easy and fun. I think it's fun. Y'all think it's fun now? Let me know. Let me know your honest opinion. Okay. What's D5W? I think I said it, Tyler. Dextrose 5 in water. A head is a type of solution. A HESI is an entrance exam. Okay, boom. Thank you for letting me know. Filling me in. Not necessarily I took packs. Okay. Is it 1.6? I don't know. Let's do it. I'm starting prereqs for nursing. I'm terrified. We don't say the T word either. Y'all gotta quit coming in my live and cussing. Fear is not allowed here. Don't say that no more. We're not scared. Okay, it's fun now that I'm getting it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what we gonna start with? Let's do it. Let's do it. We talk too much. Let's do it. We gonna resume our conversation in a second. All right. What we looking for? Milliliters, right? 250 ml over 100 mg. Okay. Now, what do we have to do? We have to get rid of those mg's, right? So 4 mg's per minute. Mg's cancel out, and now we need hour at the bottom, right? As per the goal. All right. So 60 minutes equals 1 hour. You see how we have done not one bit of math to complete this problem until now. That's what we're going to do, multiply and divide. That's it. If you can multiply, if you can divide, if you can add, you can subtract, you can do this math, okay? I promise you, you can do this math. I don't have people who say, I can't do this, I can't do that. And then what do? Make 100s. I'm telling you. You can do it. So 600 mLs per hour. Why not milligrams per minute first? All right, so boom. Okay, so boom. No, seriously. So my method involves a very strategic game plan, okay? We are going to start with our goal first. Whatever that question is asking for us to give it, we start with the first unit of measure that's on the top. So you see, we need milliliter on the top and hour on the bottom. So what are we going to start with? We are always going to start with that top unit. So we're going to start with our milliliters. So whatever puzzle piece has your milliliters in it, you take it. And sometimes you got to flip that joint, but put it on the top, okay? And then everything else that comes behind it will have to line up. Bottom on the top, bottom on the top. And you cancel out everything until you get to that other goal, which is hour at the bottom. And then that's when you know you're finished. When your equation looks like the picture that's on the puzzle box, which is AKA our goal. Yes, that's why I flipped it. Yes. Multiply top, divide bottom. Boom. I'm not saying boom. Like I say, okay, so boom a lot, but I'm not calling you out. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Hey. Our goal is just to cancel everything out until we get left with milliliter per hour. Yes, Andrea. Yes, exactly. Thank you for putting it again so very good and nice. Dimensional analysis is the way. Truth and light. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? Be flipping tables like Jesus. Be flipping milliliters and okay, we not gonna do it. We not gonna go there because I might just shout the week I don't had. Y'all, I had COVID after coming back from a cruise. I can't go nowhere else. I gotta stay in the house. In my program, the HESI is preparation for NCLEX. Yep. I don't like it though. I would use like Archers or URL, but I don't know anything about like the new NCLEX because I'm old school. Like I said, 15 years. So Nurse Kevin, the boot nurse at the boot nurse at the boot nurse, that's your NCLEX guy. That's it. All stuff NCLEX. Oh my gosh, DA stretches me out so bad. The cold. Guess what? It stressed me out bad too. That's why I didn't even use it in school because nobody taught me how to do it like I do. I didn't know where to start, what comes next, what goes on the bottom, what goes on the top. If you got 1 milligram in the 1,000, where does the one go? Where does the 1,000 go? It made zero sense to me. And I struggle with stoichiometry and chemistry. I got a good grade. I don't know how I did it, by the grace of God. But I didn't like it and I didn't understand it. So therefore, I didn't use it. I was a ratio and proportion type girl. You know what I'm saying? But guess who was a pharmacy technician before she was a nurse? Me. I had to take an exam. So I was good at math. I liked the mathy math way. It made sense to me. But a lot of people profess that they're not good at math. So if you're not good at math, you don't know what's going on in the problem, you don't know how to start it, you don't know where to go, what goes on the top, what goes on the bottom, what's left, what's right, then come do some puzzles with me and you'll figure it out and get your big 100 done and then you come back and say, oh, I passed. And then we're going to do this. Okay? Hey. So, oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Come back. All right, so it doesn't matter how I started the equation as long as the units are in the right place. Stacy, you can do whatever it is that you want to do, just as long as they're in the right place. However, it will behoove you to start with your goal. Because when you start with what it is that you're looking for, you don't have to go and find it. By us starting with milliliters, we already got one goal out the way. So we know that everything that comes behind it is already, we already know that it's going to be canceled out on the top and the bottom until you get to hour. If you go skipping around, then you got to kind of double check and make sure. Okay? Get my drift? And then sometimes you might set it up funkily, eat two. You know what I'm saying? This is going to set you up for a flawless victory, flawless execution. But anywho, yeah, it's getting late and I'm getting delirious. So I talked you back up. There's Kevin. Kevin, say your name and pin yourself and talk about your NCLEX stuff in your comment because I was just talking about you. So yes, you can. But like I said, if you start what you're looking for, everything else that comes behind just kind of naturally flows. Okay? I get it now. Yay! So let's see. Love your content and way you explain things. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, so glad I came across y'all live. I have my exam on Tuesday and wasn't understanding it not one bit. Lord have mercy. Okay, so I have to prepare for the NCLEX as well as the T's. Oh boy, you got this. This makes so much more sense. Cool. I'm glad. You got it, Tess. Yes, you better encourage yourself. I just got confused what information is important in the question. Okay, so Jaquana, so with the puzzle pieces, if them joints don't belong, them joints won't fit. So as long as you keep what's together, so the marriage words are in, per, over, with, okay? That means that goes with whatever comes next, right? So if you keep what's together, and you start with what's on the top, and you flip-flopping and canceling out, then you should get what you need to get to, okay? If what's you trying to put in there does not belong, it won't cancel out. It won't do it. It won't fit, okay? Just like when you're in real life and you try to force that puzzle piece and you know that piece don't belong, it won't fit, okay? Why don't you multiply the 100 on the bottom? Does it just disappear? I did. Because when you do 250, wait a minute, did I? Hold on. 250 times 4 times 60. Wait, 250 times 4 times 60. That's 60,000. So then you have to divide by 100. And then you get 600. Okay. Whew, scared me for a minute. I could be wrong, right? All right, so my professor I'm not good at math. That's okay. Bizarre, you don't have to be with dimensional analysis. You don't have to be. I promise you, you don't have to be. My professor took off points if we use ratio and proportion instead of, well, that's not right, because I feel like if you got another method and you're getting the answers right, you know what I'm saying, consistently, but whatever, do who has whatever or whoever has the power to pass or fail you require you to do, okay? I love that. How often do I go live? Tori, I usually go live on Wednesdays. That's scheduled, and then just kind of intermittently. You see how I use that big word from the other problem, right? So just as long as you are following me and you got your notifications on, it'll pop up. And if you ever miss a session, like tonight, I'm gonna have to download this one and put it on YouTube, because I usually stream on my channel so that you can watch the session again after for the replay. Can we do a heparin one? Riley, Chloe, Aurora, and Leo. Which one are you? Are those your babies? I don't have a heparin one queued up tonight. This one was just like an already kind of pre-made set that I'm going through. But I will put one on Tuesday, because I'm coming back on Tuesday night because I gotta work on Wednesday. Okay. Saves my life. I hated DA before watching your video. Put it in. Yay. Follow a blessed RN. She is amazing with explaining it. Helped me get a 100. Look at there. Cool. See, I got proof. I got proof in the pudding. I'm studying before I get into dosage. I know my weakness. Bad gal. That's what's up. Make sure you know those conversions. You didn't get that answer. What did you get? Do you practice statistic questions? No. Dosage calculations. All right. Boom. Can you create a question based on pediatric weight-based dosing with a daily dose requirement? What you talking about? You got an example? Send me one. Hey, I'm sorry, I just joined when we it's on Tuesday. But Whitney, I have a whole YouTube channel with all of this stuff on there and replays, y'all. Like, it's already done. And so if you don't want to watch a whole hour, 2-hour session or whatever, and you're looking for a specific type of problem, then go to my YouTube channel and it's there. Just how I break it down like this, I break it down like this. Okay? Okay, dumb question. No question is dumb. Okay? So as long as my goal aligns with the correct equation to begin, I should be good. I think I understand what you're saying, Isabel. Okay, let me read it again. So as long as my goal aligns with the correct equation to begin, I should be good. Okay, it's ask me again so I can make sure I'm getting it right. No lie, blessed RN teaches the best way for me, man. Thank you. Okay. I appreciate you so much. You just multiply one. Okay. I'll go watch your YouTube when you load. Okay, cool. Please, day versus dose. I got a day versus dose problem. If you're having problems with day versus dose, hold on. I had to put the puzzle piece on because it said I wasn't doing nothing. If you having problems with day versus dose, I just did a video showing you how to use your goal, because remember I said your goal is your best friend. How to use your goal to pick out what it is that you need. If it asks you versus day and versus dose. Also in my workbook, I got 4 whole pages that explain 4 whole different scenarios on day versus dose. Yeah, you don't really need to put it in the calculator. Okay, what about chemistry? I don't do chemistry. So for chemistry, you need Professor TK. T as in Tom, K as in Catherine, the chemist. All right. So I will definitely watch your YouTube channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. All right. To begin with, as in the second part, when setting up the equations to multiply and divide. Okay. So as long as you have milliliters on the top and hour on the bottom, and everything else is gone and canceled out, you should be good. Hopefully that answers the question, because I think that's what you're asking me. Please put it on YouTube. Why you asking me on Monday morning? I'm going to your YouTube now. Okay, you completed the book already. Cool. Thank you. Can we do a next one? Yes. Is it TK, Professor TK, the chemist? That was my question. Okay. All right. I was trying to make sure that's what you was asking me. Sometimes stuff get lost in the text and I'm like, okay, I want to answer you the best way as I can without causing any confusion or strife. So I be having to clarify, Okay. The nurse is preparing to administer drug L 2 mg per minute. I said per mn, Lord. Via IV continuously. Available is drug L 200 milligrams and 200 mLs of lactated ringers. The nurse should set the IV to set up how many milliliters per hour. Round to the nearest whole number. What is the question? Well, what is the goal? What are we looking for? It's the same. So my name is the same across all my social media. On Facebook, on Instagram, it's a.bless.rn. Well, all of my links are in my bio. The bio. Ew. Yep. All right. Milliliters per hour, right? Okay. What are puzzle pieces? What's the pieces, right? Boom. 2 mgs over MINs. All right. Then we've got 200 mg and 200 ml. That's swimming around, right? Okay. How are we going to set this up? I'm about to start court in a few weeks and I'm so worried. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And if y'all want to do group tutoring, I offer group tutoring too. So it's up to 5 people. If y'all want to come together and come together, then yeah. All right. Oh, thank you, African Beauty. Bye bye. Like, is the first sentence fluff? I don't know. Nope. We need that. We need it. Okay. So we'll do 200 ml over 200 mgs times 2 mgs per minute. Boom, boom. Then we have minutes on the bottom. We need hours, right? So we'll do 60 minutes equals 1 hour. Boom, boom. Make your boom, boom go. Ayo. 200 times 2 times 60 divided by 200. It's going to be 120 milliliters per hour. Is it Stacy? Is it Keisha? It's the RNs. It's the LPNs. It's the NPs. It's the nurses. Hey, do 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 do. All right. Oh, it's a peds question. All right. Hey, I got this one on my own. Look at you. Yes. Listen, I had COVID this week And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, baby, I could barely get out of bed. So I guess I'm having like that rebound kind of energy coming back now, right? The goal is so much better than starting factor, answer unit, equivalent factors. Thank you for this. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Uh-oh. All right. I got this one and then one last one, okay? Then I'm going to bed because it's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock on the dot. All right. Provider has ordered drug G, 55 micrograms per kilogram per hour for a child weighing 18 pounds. Drug G is supplied as 25 milligrams and 500 mLs of normal saline. Calculate the infusion rate in milliliters per hour. All right. What is the goal, y'all? Audrey Gardner, did you come up in here and throw a squirrel at me? Audrey is going to help you get all of your other math stuff. When you talking about that statistics and the calculus and the algebra and the pre-cal and the trig and all of that, the probability, that's your girl. That's the mathy math one right there. Audrey Gardner. I'm finna put her in the because I don't know. She came through and she threw a squirrel gift at me real quick and then ducked out. So yeah, I'm gonna pin her. So if you really need some math help, besides this little poop pipe nursing mouth, then that's your girl. And she goes live. She does multiple lives. All right. So what is our goal? Milliliter per hour. Okay. All right. So then we've got 55 micrograms per kilogram per hour. Do y'all understand what's going on in these questions? Or is it just looking like, what the heck? Oh, excuse me. These ones confusing. All right. So listen, let me tell you something about this. So the doctor has ordered drug G, whatever drug G is, right? They want them to have 55 micrograms of drug G and per kilogram of body weight. So this is based on the weight of the patient. So everybody's dose is going to be different depending on how much they weigh. And they want them to get that many micrograms every hour. Okay? It's got to be in an IV. So your medicine is liquid, right? So that's your 25 milligrams in your 500 milliliters of normal saline. So 25 milligrams of drug G is in an IV bag just swimming around in 500 milliliters, okay? Our patient weighs 18 pounds, a little sugar woogle, right? So we need to see how much to give them every hour. That's why we're looking for milliliters per hour, okay? So we're going to set it up on an IV pump. All right. So if I'm looking for milliliters at the top, I'm going to start with what? My milliliters, right? Yeah. 500 mLs over 25 milligrams. Now, do we have the milligrams to put on the top? We got micrograms. So therefore, we have to do our conversion. So 1 mg is 1,000 mcgs. All right, mcgs. I say mcgs. Blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. Now we got micrograms on the bottom, so I can put my micrograms on the top. So one band, one sound. one part of the puzzle moves, it all moves, right? That's one puzzle piece. So now we got kgs and hours on the bottom, right? So the hours, they can stay because that's the goal. The milliliters at the top, it can stay because it's the goal. So the only thing that I got to get rid of right now is the kgs. So our patient's weight is in pounds, right? So we have to do another conversion. You see how I don't do but one computation at the end. I pick up my calculator one time. Let your equation do all of your work for you. The more steps you take, the more mistakes you're liable to make. All right, so we'll do 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Boom, boom. And then we'll put our 18 pounds right here. Do-do. puzzle is complete. $500 times 55 times 18 divided by 25 divided by 1,000 divided by 2.2 is going to be 9 milliliters per hour. What if it was in minutes instead of 1 hour per kg per minute? Then what? Hold on, let me read it again. What if it was in minutes instead of hours? So like 1 kg. Oh, you would just put 60 minutes over 1 hour, and you would just put it in 60 minutes over 1 hour. So then your minutes cross out with the minutes that are on the bottom, and you have your hours there. Glad to post that today I passed my dosage calculations HESI with a 1,065 after failing with a 642. Big facts. Who's calling your phone? It's nursing school. Hey! Stephanie! Look at you. 2 weeks to go. The nurses are coming. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. You did your big one on that one. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Love it. All right, last one. After watching YouTube videos and following here, thanks God Almighty. Yes. Ain't it good? Won't he do it? Won't he will? Willie, won't he will? Come on this Good Friday. Well, it's Saturday now. All right. Hey, chocolate almonds. All right, so 1.5 liters of normal saline is to infuse over 8 hours. On hand is IV tubing with a drop factor of 20 drops per milliliter. Calculate the flow rate in drops per minute. Okay, what are we looking for here? Oh my gosh, this is clicking little by little. Yes, I've been doing too much work. This is so much better. I'm telling you, let work smart, not hard. Let your equation do all that stuff for you. And then this method, it just shows you how to, like, what you have done. So if you missed a step or if you added a step, then it shows. So people are like, well, don't you need to know another method so like you can double check? For what? You see everything in the problem. Who's calling my phone? All right. Hey, chocolate almonds, how are you? So what's our goal? Drops per minute, right? All right. So what is our volume? The work speaks for itself. Exactly. What is our volume? 1.5 liters. Boom. What is our time? 8 hours. Volume over time. All right. What is our drop factor? That. Okay. And so now we can set up our problem. So we've got to start with our drops on the top, right? So we'll do 20 drops per milliliter. Now, do we have milliliters to cancel out the milliliters on the bottom? Not this time. We have 1.5 liters. If you know how much 1.5 liters is, you can change the milliliters if you want to, but I'm going to show you the way that I have been doing it so that even if you did not know, you can have your conversion in there, right? So we know that 1,000 milliliters is 1 liter, right? So your milliliters are gone. Now you got your puzzle piece with your liters in there. So 1.5 liters over 8 hours. Cancel that out. Boom. I need minutes at the bottom. I got hours at the bottom. So 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Boom, boom. Hey, turn up. So 20 times 1,000 times 1.5 divided by 8 divided by 60 equals 62.5. And if we rounded this to the nearest whole number, because remember, you can't divide a drop. You either have a drop or not. I wish I would go into the kitchen and see that drop cut in half. I'm getting up out of here. You had a whole house, the dog, backyard, everything. Nah, I'm gonna take Sunshine. She been sweet lately. But y'all, when she bit up the cord on my new couch, me and her was gonna fight. But we're getting back. We're getting back. I think she's trying to be my little guard dog now. But anywho, you can't divide a drip, okay? Alrighty. So our answer would be 63 drops per minute. And that concludes tonight's session of dosage calculations. Alright. So, yeah. Any questions? Any questions? I wish my Gen Chem 2 class was like this. Me too, Juan. Me too. It'll be lit. You're welcome, LLJB. See you Tuesday, Isabel. Isabel. Yep. Anybody have any more questions? Excuse me? You said what time I'm back tomorrow? Who said anything about tomorrow? Now, if you do need more practice, of course, I have my workbooks, right? I have quizzes on my website. Those are free quizzes, okay? I have videos of this broken down individually, like 2 to 3 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. They not long, like this whole replay is going to be, okay? Look at the videos. A Blessed RN on YouTube, okay? How often do I come on here? Okay, so all right, so listen. I usually come on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. Then sometimes I just pop in like this session right here. I just like I feel like doing it. All right, so next week I gotta work because I'm a travel nurse. Okay, so I'm working on Wednesday. So I will be on Tuesday night. Tuesday, not Wednesday, at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time because I'm in Alabama. Okay. Do you ever work on heparin drips? Absolutely. We do all things dosage calculations here. You're doing fantastic, friend. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate that. Hey, what's my website? It's in the link that's in my bio. It's abrntutoring.com, but all my links are in my bio. Mm-hmm. Sis, you on this time of morning night, girl. Let me tell you, it's been a long week, child. Do you see? I got on glasses. That's how long of a week it's been. Um, yeah, I'm about to get off of here, but I've been like just having COVID, and so like it hit me. I went on my cruise. I flew on the plane. I think I got it on the plane because nobody else who was on the cruise said that they had it. So I think I got it on the plane ride. So went to work Sunday night, got off, and I was like, I don't feel good. So I went to the urgent care and I was like, yeah, I got COVID. I was like, God dog it. So it really put me on my butt Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm starting to get some energy back. So here I am. Please explain the cross multiply again before I go. Okay. So it's not okay. It's not cross multiply. You multiply across. Because cross multiply, that's what you use for ratio and proportion when you go one way and multiply the other way. You are going straight across. So you multiply all of your numbers across the top, you get an answer. Boom. You multiply all of your numbers across the bottom, you get an answer. Boom. Then you divide the top number by the bottom number. And that's your final answer. Um, Thank you for that because I need your help in studying to be a pharmacy technician. Oh, come on, pharmacy technician. I was a pharmacy technician before I was a nurse. Awesome. We can definitely do that. Where are the practice questions? They're on my website. So I got it linked in my bio. abrntutoring.com under quizzes and resources. And so like when you click on it, they'll have the quizzes on there, and if you click you'll have like a video and it shows you how to do the problems, and then you can do practice questions. Yeah. And if you need more practice questions, I have a whole workbook that's like me in book form with over 300 plus questions. Oh, I hate that. Glad to see the improvement. Yes, me too. Me too. I've been taking my Paxlovid, which kind of sucks because it gives like this metallic-y taste in your mouth. I can't stand it. But, I'm almost done with that and I'm not coughing my head off. So, yeah. I don't feel smart enough anymore. Well, why? You're smart. You know things. You know how to rewrite arithmetic. You wouldn't be here this far, right? You're welcome. The method I use is volume over time times the drop factor. Just keep in mind you convert the hours to minutes and that's it. That's cool. I don't like memorizing formulas. Okay. I like dimensional analysis now because, like, back then, I did not. I told you I didn't. I was very transparent. Well, you probably won't hear then. But I'm telling you now, I didn't use this method in school because it didn't make sense to me. Because the way that it was taught to me didn't make sense, okay? So, if you don't want to memorize formulas, if you suck at math, this is what people say. If you bad at math, you suck at math, you don't like math, you don't understand what's going on, you don't know where to start, this method is going to be for you. You got too much stuff to memorize. You got vital signs for a newborn, infant, toddler, school age, child, adolescent, adult, and the old folks. You got ABGs. You got all of your fluids, all of your electrolytes. You got all of your pathologies. You got so much crap to it's not crap. You have so many things to memorize. Why bog yourself down with formulas that you have to pick out on every single problem to see how you have to use it? And you know that volume formula, that volume over time times your drop factor. What if you didn't change those minutes to hours? I mean, those hours to minutes. You got to specifically remember that specific formula. I don't like working like that. So, this method, you just take what you have. What's together is together. What's by itself is by itself. Our goal is what this question is asking for us to solve, and we just piece it together. And if we need to change minutes, you'll see it because the goal will require it. So, yeah. I always wanted to be a nurse, but math always scares me. This is just really giving me hope. I'm glad because you can do it. You can do it. It's so many people that are like, I'm so scared of the math. It's not. It's nothing to be afraid of. This is some puzzle pieces. Puzzle pieces. Puzzles. I'm just terrible at math, and I cannot, for the love of me, understand it. Stay for a little bit. Check me out. Check out my melody. Check out my melody. Your story is not unique to you. It's so many people that come across here and we sit up here and defeat dosage calculations. Give me a chance. I'm telling you. Literally at work doing your dosage calc on YouTube. Jay Chantel! Hey Sugar, what good? How are you? How often do I do lives? I have farm next quarter, so I might go back to 2 days a week. I don't know. It just depends on how life is. Like this week, I thought, okay, I came back from cruising away, having the best time, and then it just put me flat on my butt. So I will see. Normally now I just do one night, which is Wednesdays, but this next week I got to do it on Tuesday because I got to work. Okay, so we'll see. And then I just pop in. So if you have your notifications on, or if I do a session, I usually put it on YouTube. So yeah, go YouTube, click that bell. Anything that I put on there or upload, you will get the notification. I was so bad at this in chemistry. Me too, child. Me too. It was hard when I started in January, but I'm so much more confident now. You're a great teacher. This her, Bookie. Thank you. I appreciate it. I gave you the puzzle pieces. You put the puzzle pieces together. Who's calling my phone? There's a degree. Hey. I find dimensional analysis confusing. So I rather have the formulas. I have a mid. I know. I felt the same way. I promise you, I felt the same freaking way. I did. And even when I started making content around 2 years ago, I started making this content. And so like I was doing ratio and proportion too, and I was doing desired over having formulas as well. And then people were like, well, can you do dimensional analysis? And I was like, oh, I really don't want to do it. And so I sat down and I was like, oh my God, it's just like a puzzle. And now it's the like main way that I help students to get through dosage calculations. Um, so if you want to learn how to do dosage and with dimensional, then stick around. I make believers. I make believers. Oh, you feeling real confident. Okay, cool. I'm good, babes. I order your book and I'm a master at it. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. My dosage exam, by now my grade changed. Thank you for having me on Facebook a few days ago. You're welcome. You're very welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so excited. Oh man, it's a great season. I love it because it's like graduation season and you get to see everybody in their like photo shoots and the cute outfits, and like I'm just like feeling like a big proud mama bird because all the little baby birds is flying away. But then sometimes it gets a little sad too because some people are, oh, I missed it by 2 points, 1 point, blah, blah. And I get that too because I failed my last semester of LPN school by 2 points. But here I am 15 years later, RN BSN dosage calculations defeat tutor. Okay. So if you say, oh, I didn't pass this test, don't give yourself some grace. Failure is not final. Delay is not denial. Failure is not final until you quit. So don't quit. Okay? Any other questions before I go to bed? You're the best. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You're welcome. I'm glad to help out and pour into y'all because, yes, we need the nurses. The nurses are coming. The nurses are coming. Anybody else have any other questions? Well, who's calling my phone? The nursing degree. Is it Stacy? Is it Keisha? Mm, 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 mm. Yep. Private session is on the rise. I need you. Okay. I think I still got some availabilities next week. No. I did like 5 sessions today. I am tired. I am tired. I was like, good God. This Friday was full. But hey, whatever it takes. I'm jumping on whatever I can. Okay, send me a message. We'll work something out. Why does that song? I don't know. It's living free in my head too now, and I had to like tweak it. Please remember to upload. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. I don't know if it's gonna be up there tonight because it's got to, download up, to the computer, and then it's got to upload to YouTube. But it'll be there. I promise. I promise. Is it Stacy? Good night, y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Thank you. It's Sunday still such. Yeah, I haven't been on Sundays in a month of Sundays. Somebody's like, when you coming on tomorrow? Excuse me? It's Saturday. And it's Easter. Y'all better go get y'all ham and collard greens and macaroni and cheese and all of that jazz. Happy Easter. God is good. He is risen. Right? Thank you. You're welcome. Good night. Oh, it's fine. I was just kidding, but no, like seriously, I'm only doing one live, like one scheduled live that I can commit to because everybody else has got me strung out with the sessions, and then I got my travel contract that I'm doing, which is 3 nights, and like I'm supposed to work Sunday night, but I can't even go back to work until like the 21st. So yeah. I just found you today. I'm so excited. Math is so intimidating. I'm glad you found me too. I'm glad that we like this now, right? I must be tripping. It's okay. We gonna fix it. We gonna fix it. Math is intimidating. That's why we don't do math here. We do puzzles. Okay? Math is a cuss word too. So is fear. So is scared. So is afraid. So is terrified. That's some of the words they use too. Well, we don't invite that into this space. No. Okay, Miss Teacher, I see you. Yes, you see me. We see each other. Okay, studying for an ATI exit. Oh shoot, peace. You're welcome. Look at you for the exit. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, y'all. You must please. So I don't know about TikTok. Like, I don't know. TikTok. I love it because of this platform and how we interact and how we can have the live session. I'm rubbing my eyes like a little baby. But like it's just not dependable, especially like the stuff with China and all that jazz. So make sure that y'all are connected with me on my socials. I know I'm not supposed to be rubbing my eyes, but I don't know. Facebook and Instagram because I would love to see you throughout your careers. And like, oh my gosh, I studied with them. Like, yeah, I'm working in the ICU tonight. Okay, enjoy you always. Yes, awesome. You like the ICU? Is that where you want to go? Like, for real, for real? Oh, okay, then. That's what's up. That's what's up. So you're gonna be using those dosage calculations for those drips. Love it. Love it. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get off of here. I'm trying to say good night. And never could say goodbye, girl. Ooh, ooh, baby. Look at me looking up there. Never could say goodbye. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Good night. Lord, I pray that everybody on this live session be blessed abundantly, exceedingly above all we can ask or think. Thank you for on this Good Friday, going into Saturday, Lord, you sent your son for redemption for all of us. We all deserve the worst punishment. We are not worthy of your holiness, of your honor, of your valor, of your glory, Lord. But you came and you went on the cross and he who was not sin became sin. And you given us a fresh start, a new, a hope and salvation. I thank you, God. Thank you for all the blessings, Lord. Thank you for all the opportunities to reach out to these students, to these nurses in the making, Lord God, to these pharmacy technicians, to these pharmacists, these doctors who are in the making, who I can contribute and pour into. I thank you for the revelation of the puzzle pieces. Thank you for helping me to ease anxiety. Thank you for helping to ease tension and to give hope where there was no hope, Lord. You're Jehovah Jireh. You give us everything that we need. I thank you for giving me all that I need. I thank you for healing my body, Lord God. I thank you for covering my family, for protecting them from the virus, Lord. I thank you for all of these students who I have met in the past and the new ones who are coming. I thank you that it's about to be graduation season and there are nurses and they are coming, Lord God, and they're going to be proficient. They're going to be prudent. They're going to be smart. They're going to be kind. And they're going to give you all of the glory because your glory will shine through them as they take care of their patients, Lord God. They're defeating dosage. And I thank God, I thank you, Lord God, that you defeated death. That you took the sting away, Lord God, that you defeated sin, that you are greater than all, you are above all, you are all. And I just praise you and I lift you up, and it is in your holy name that I pray. Amen. Good night, you guys. It was such a fun session. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for going to my channel. Thank you for telling your friends about me. I really have not expected this to be what it was, and it's getting bigger. And I just thank you for you trusting me to help you. All right. Yes, in the mighty, matchless, and majestic name of Lord. Come on, Pastor. Come on, Pastor Kevin. Amen, amen, amen. All right, y'all have a good, blessed weekend. Happy Easter, and I'll see you later. Night, night.